But I usually try to stay over by the Fred Meyer or over at the, God, what's it called? The Denny's over there.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I was just getting ready to head out actually, starting up my car and getting ready to pull out.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Steve, man, I'll be seeing you at coffee shop.
Yes, sir. And thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
You'll be upgraded. Stay blessed, man.
Thank you.
And hopefully it's nice inside 21, right?
I hope so. Yeah, I could have spent my day getting drunk or stoned, I suppose. But that's the thing, is that I can barely function. And although pot can help sometimes, it doesn't usually. It's something that I was actually done with years ago, but if it wasn't for the fact that I gotta move all the time. Meanwhile, like I keep telling you, it's brown people who take care of me. In real life, it's not my friends who cared. It's not my friends who spoke up. It was complete and total strangers who actually bothered to take a look. Because all my friends wanted to say conceptually, this is wrong or that's wrong. The reality is they didn't do anything about it. I'm trying to see through my back window. Now I'm trying to find all the stuff I need. Right now I got my phone plugged into an external battery that I'm hoping will work. And like I said, no overnight parking here. I knew I was gonna get talked to eventually because sometimes I do lose track of the time. You know, I would love to have just a conversation with my friends about anything at all. But the fact is, I don't get to. I don't get to. By the time they actually take the time to listen to me, I am so fucking up to my goddamn neck in bullshit. And what I need is fucking help stopping the abuse. It's trauma, Trauma, not drama. And that's the thing, everybody else's problems are drama to you. But when you got problems, you want somebody to help you. And some of y'all are lucky enough to have somebody to help you. Fucking A, it's foggy and everything's fucking falling down around me. That's the thing, I'm supposed to try to fucking function in this fucking hell. Constantly moving from one place to another, you can't be here, you can't be here, you can't be here. At least I know to expect it. See, we don't have a place we can go. That's the problem with Camp Hope. There is no place for us to go. They're trying to tear people's homes down again and giving them the promise of maybe housing later or a couple of day voucher in a fucking hotel. And then they pretend to all of the rest of the fucking public that they're giving us free fucking housing at the expense of the fucking taxpayer dollars. It's not free fucking housing. The fucking hell and hoops that we have to jump through to get that. And then without a fucking friend or a family member who gives a shit, those places fucking rip us off by not doing their fucking jobs. Meanwhile, my friends, I gotta beg them to pretend to give a shit. They'll fucking look the other way when I say, hey, will you fucking leave? Just fucking stop. Go away. We're not friends. You've made that fucking obvious. I don't mean shit to you. You never call me to see if I'm okay. You never stop and think about me and go, I'd like to give Sean a call and see how he's doing, see if he's all right. But then again, you don't have to call me to be able to tell I'm not all right, because I let you know I'm not all right. I can't turn this in alone, and you guys are all monkey see, monkey do. No, that's not what you're doing. My fucking zipper won't stay up. It ain't monkey see, monkey do, is it? No, it's do as I say, not as I do. See, these people, they don't want to be up on the internet. They don't want to be up on the internet. They don't want to be up on the internet. I don't give a fuck. They had the chance and opportunity to treat me as a fucking human being and as an actual friend before Natalie was fucking killed. They had every chance and every opportunity. I'm not gonna fucking tolerate that. You tell the truth or I will. If you don't want your fucking personal problems out there, but your personal problems are your excuse for ignoring it for 6 years. That's not what my predator said. And with you not coming forward, makes me not believe you. And when you keep doing the same things, it makes me not believe you. I don't believe you. I want to believe you, and I try to believe you, and every time I do, you betray my trust. No, I don't believe you. I'm not allowed to assert my rights. I'm not allowed to set boundaries. I set my boundary very fucking clear. I set them from the very beginning. I am not going to keep your fucking secrets. I said that before Natalie was killed. I was done keeping your fucking secrets. If you promise you'll help me if I keep your fucking secrets, and then for fucking years and years and years, you expect me to keep your fucking secrets. I don't give a fuck about your secrets. What's your fucking secret in this situation? The secret is I went to you for fucking help and you didn't do shit. I went to you for help before Natalie fucking died and you blew me off. You told me pretty fucking words. And now Natalie is dead and a lot of other people are dead, and it is your fucking fault for not being a friend. For pretending like you fucking care. But you don't even want to hear about it. You don't even want to hear about it. I'm some sort of a horrible monster because you don't want to fucking hear about it. I get that you didn't fucking know Natalie. That's not the fucking point. The point is that I'm supposedly your friend. You got two choices. Either you can tell the truth or I can tell the truth. If you decide that you're going to tell the truth, well, you better hope that you tell it before I get to the fucking evidence and show it first. I told the truth. The problem is that this is a lot of fucking work for one fucking person who can't even fucking take care of himself. Jesus fucking Christ. If these were family or friends, they would do family shit or friend shit. Like help turn it in. Instead, talk about themselves and how they're too fucking busy. If you're too busy for 6 goddamn years, it's not that you're too busy. It's that you don't fucking care. If you say you're going to call a place with me, actually call. Don't bullshit me. Don't fucking lie to me. Don't misrepresent the situation. That's the thing. None of these people cared how much I was being harmed before or after Natalie died. They only cared when their name was out there for the world to see, and they didn't fucking like it. That's a small fucking price to pay for what they did. That is a very fucking small price to pay. They let lies stand, knowing that they were lies, knowing that they were harming me for literally years, and you want to call me the selfish one. You want to pretend that I'm the bad guy. 6 years of fucking abuse. Not one of my goddamn friends shows themselves to actually be a fucking friend. We got a couple of almosts. My life don't mean shit. You guys already proved that. You already proved that literally anything at all in the last 6 years is more important than telling the truth. Not that anybody who knew me before Natalie died actually gives a shit. They generally only get on here once they've been informed that there is videos about them on my YouTube. And then they get angry because in those videos it shows that obviously they all knew that I was trying to get help, that I had changed drastically, that I was trying to get a hold of them, that I was outright them I was being fucking abused. I was trying to meet with them in person to show evidence. Same as fucking always. But you know that guy over there at the McDonald's? He gave me a couple of bucks for coffee in the morning. I don't feel horrible for telling the truth. Horrible because I had to do so in the way that I did because nobody actually cared. There's a big difference between telling someone you care and doing this shit. If you care about somebody, you don't fucking neglect them for 6 fucking years. It ain't just Caitlin Tatum. See, the reason that these people are all on my YouTube channel is because I did go to these people for help repeatedly. Over and over. Someone named Melissa Cambridge typed, "Oh my God, Sean, I'm so sorry you're still dealing with this." Yeah, that's the problem, is that people aren't speaking out. They're not sharing the information. Everybody's sorry, but nobody's sharing. People say I can't compare myself with George Floyd, despite the fact that police have repeatedly assaulted me in that fashion or worse. I say or worse because there's things that are a lot more painful that they've done to me. But you know what? That is about the scariest, because you think you're gonna die. That's how the police and the jails and the prisons retaliate against you for telling on bad cops. Melissa Cambridge typed, "Is there anything I can do?" Yeah, there is. You can share the story, well, no matter where you're at. You can email me at doggedroman@gmail.com and take part in a email string. I'll send you every piece of evidence I possibly can. Just send it to everybody you know. I've been begging people to share the truth for years. They just don't seem to understand. Like, how can they not understand that when they share all of that stuff about Johnny Depp, that's exactly what they're doing? When they share that stuff about Elijah McClain or Zayd Atkinson, that's exactly what they're doing. Zayd Atkinson, Samuel Leon Lawrence IV, Michelle Rodriguez, and Kelly Clark were all assaulted by Waylon Lolatai after I was assaulted. All of them got housing, though, or were already in housing. And all of them are either minorities or women or both. And even though I was the first one that was assaulted, and listening to me could have prevented all the rest of those assaults, people wanted to paint Boulder and Boulder police as racists. And that's simply not the case. They wouldn't have even approached him if they honestly thought he was a college student. If they honestly thought he was a college student and not a homeless person, they wouldn't have approached him. And then arresting him the way they did, sure, that's illegal. He talks about how afraid he is. How many times has he been assaulted by those cops? How many times have I been assaulted by them? And it is nationwide. And people tell me, oh, I can't share anything, and I can't tell the truth, and I can't do this, I can't do that. And they tell me what country they're in. I'm like, well, you share all sorts of stuff about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard and Chris Rock and Jada Pinkett Smith. Poor lady's bald, bless her heart. I didn't do that right because it wasn't an insult. We're supposed to feel bad for bald women, but men are supposed to be okay with it. But then we make fun of men for being bald. And we get to see in movies in Hollywood, written by both men and women in the scripts, about, well, apparently only completely bald is beautiful. That's what I've come to notice. And that also depends on who it is. All these folks telling me we got to get rid of all these fucking Mexicans. Are you serious? Why the hell would we want to get rid of the Mexicans? There is no logical reason for this. There is no logical reason for it. Who is it that's doing well in the United States? The families that are working together. The families that are working together are the only reason that the United States hasn't completely fallen apart. So we are entirely dependent upon Hispanic family values. The other thing is, most of the people y'all are calling Mexicans ain't Mexicans. Most of them. Majority of these folks are Native Americans. Were born in the United States of America. We got a lot of people from Puerto Rico. Guess what the main language spoken in Puerto Rico is? You're not going to guess this. Now, mind you, you might not have guessed that America owns Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is an American territory, and the primary language spoken is Spanish. So if you're talking to somebody who don't speak no English, and you want to try doing that whole don't speak no English Italian thing, keep in mind that not only are you being an asshole towards the wrong people, you haven't even figured out the right geographic goddamn location to make fun of them from. It's the brown people that helped me. You know what's so great about Hardin, Montana? I had a bunch of drunks and a bunch of meth addicts that took me in, despite the fact that I don't do meth or drink. And they told me about their trials and tribulations. Going to rehab, they call it treatment there. They're going to treatment. We're going back to treatment. And they got a line for going into treatment now. Like it used to be just on an emergency basis. But the problem there is so serious that you have to set up an appointment to go to treatment months in advance. Then they drop you off with the same lack of resources that resulted in your alcoholism to begin with. You're in an abusive fucking shithole, and there ain't no way out. The best you can do is get together with like-minded people and hope for the best. Some of the people who helped me really are from Mexico, too. I'm afraid not to record 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The help that I needed was for people to not hide. The help that I needed was specifically a safe place to process my evidence and someone to go in with me. That was compounded by the fact that I didn't know how to process all the evidence. I needed someone's help with that. But before Natalie was killed, I'd spent a lot of money trying to get people to teach me that, for them only to tell me. Now, I want you guys to stop and consider that everybody has ideas that they want me to try. Instead of doing what it is that I need help with, they want me to try 10,000 other things, including going in alone again. That doesn't work. The number one thing that I'm supposed to do is never go in alone. I have to turn in my predators or they continue to do it. But I can't go in alone. The chances of me being blown off, brushed off, or abused are immense. Those risks are too great for me to go in alone. If I go in alone, it allows them to make it their word versus mine, and there are all sorts of things that they can do to prevent that body camera from coming forward. Like pressing false charges against you. Dragging it out as long as possible. Preventing you from trying to turn them in. And then, of course, when they're not allowed to keep the charges on you anymore, they drop them. In Colorado, they pulled a lot of shady shit. And they knew exactly what they were doing. That's the problem, is that they were very well coordinated. All my so-called friends were busy telling me about themselves and their piddly shit. That's like the therapist says, yeah, I got room for you. I got room for you at 6 o'clock on Wednesday, and you get there at 6 o'clock on Wednesday, and they talk at you for 2 hours and charge you $250. Thanks for wasting my time. When it's something serious, my friends always blow me off. They blow me off over every goddamn thing, but when it's something serious, especially so. I existed to help them until I couldn't anymore, and then I didn't exist to them, and that fucking hurts. That is emotionally damaging. People threatening me and harassing me and telling me they're going to kill my friends and family. Some of them did a horrible job. There was a few of them that wanted to threaten to hurt Miss Jerry. I was like, fuck, she ain't even my friend no more. Calling me up and telling me they know who my friends are and who my family are. And I'm like, fucking goddamn it. See, this is the problem with not having any actual fucking help. All I could do was fucking take it. And now that I'm able to record it, now that I'm actually able to record it, people do have to be afraid to fucking lie to me. They do have to be afraid to fucking bullshit me. And they do have to be afraid of wasting my fucking time or pretending to be my friend. You're my friend or you're not. If you're not doing friend shit, you ain't a friend. If you can look the other way for literally years while I am literally screaming for help, what the fuck kind of a friend are you really? What kind of help are you gonna provide other than wasting my fucking time? I followed the instructions. When I was abused, I made sure that I tried to get someone to go in with me, and I made sure that I always let someone know. When none of my friends that I let know would even come forward about the fact that I went to them for help, I made sure everyone knows by posting it up on the fucking internet. That should not have been necessary. Then again, I've been posting up about abuse on the internet for a lot of years, since well before Natalie Bollinger was killed, about these exact same issues. They didn't just do them to me, they did them to many others, and my quote-unquote friends wanted to tell me that I needed to not worry about myself, that I needed to not worry about everybody else. Well, excuse me, says I, but these are the same fucking issues that I've got to deal with, and they're issues that you're going to have to fucking deal with if you end up broke or your piggy bank parents die of a massive fucking heart attack and the fucking credit card companies come to collect. You think you're gonna inherit stuff. No, your parents been drawing on them credit cards for years. When they fucking die, you're gonna end up fucking homeless because your piggy bank dried up. But for right now, you don't have that going on. And since you don't have that going on, you're gonna pass judgment and be assholes to those of us who do have that going on. Or something damn near similar. Sure, my parents ain't dead, but they might as well be. They're not good people. They don't give a shit about anybody but themselves. Oh, let me pull over here. Somebody's trying to wave me over. let me park properly real quick. I gotta park properly. Shit. Well, again, it's brown people looking out for me.
Hey, how's my brother doing? How you doing?
I'm fucking chilly.
Are you cold?
And I'm also exhausted mentally. No, I don't need a coat.
Oh, you might need a coat. I got a new black coat.
Very nice.
Yeah, someone give me a coat, pair of pants, pair of shoes. You know? Yeah, some breakers. Oh, you dropped something.
Is that my marijuanas? It is.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Alright. How are you doing?
Well, I got a bunch of empty fucking pot containers in here, which is pretty cool. I pick them up everywhere I go. People, I don't get it. The fucking heroin junkies are cleaner than the potheads here. I don't see 10,000 needles all over the fucking place, but I can't go anywhere without finding pot stuff.
That shit creeps me out, bro. I don't like needles.
I don't either.
And especially what it does to people. That's just
Here in America, we're not allowed to show the truth. You can't show it on Facebook, they'll take it down. You can't show it on YouTube, they'll take it down.
Hey, you see me on Facebook?
No, I didn't.
Hey, there's a lady that came back through. Actually, my rig's running, and Cheryl, she caught up with me after the cop thing.
Yeah.
They say, you know, you're not supposed to be, you can't be driving. And I told her, I go, people are saying that I'm on, and that lady, there's a lady that showed up, and she pointed at me. She goes, you're the one on Facebook there, you're on, or something like that. It's a whole weird situation, because I don't know anything about it. I talked with my wife, but I don't know anything about this. And they go, it's you. And I go, and I even talked to my old boss. He was in here and he was looking and stuff. And but some of them they say, oh, it's not your gas. It's like gas. I go, it's money, you know. I got, well, not much now, but but what me and Cheryl were talking about is maybe they seen when I was pouring out of, because I got one of those great big gas cans that looks like a milk jug for cows, for the calves, but it's got a clear hose on it, and I was pouring it in, and someone actually did see me put the gas in front of me, and but it's like, but you recycle gas, you know, I mean, I've been that for years. Years since I did that, you know, and it's like, no, it's not me. But they say it's you. You're all over Facebook right now. That's what they're saying to me. It's like, really? I want to see this picture. Are you sure it's me? You know what I mean? It's like,
So it's on Facebook? I thought you said it was on YouTube earlier. So.
I guess it's on Facebook. I'm all over. It's all over.
Well, shit, you were already on fucking YouTube. You've been on my YouTube channel multiple times.
But tell them on Facebook, I think it is. You look and see if you can find me. Me and Cheryl want to see it so bad. It's like, really? Because I don't do this kind of stuff, you know what I mean? It's like, we're just down to earth kind of folks, you know? And it's like, me, I want to see it. I really want to see what they're talking about. It's like, are you sure it's me?
Yeah, that's how it was before, or no, right after Natalie died. Like, all sorts of people were telling me all sorts of mean stuff, right? So I got to try to sort through people who want to help versus people who are just threatening to kill me. But most of them were people threatening to kill me. And of course, my friends were also getting a hold of me. They're trying to pump me for information to argue with people on Facebook. I'm like, dude, fucking help find Natalie. Fucking go find Natalie. Jesus fucking Christ, find Natalie. And then when I finally found out she was dead, everybody else had known for days. Apparently they'd released it on the news that she was dead. And that they verified that it was her. I'm like, fucking Christ.
Oh no.
And then of course the people that I went to for help before Natalie was killed, fucking they won't do shit. They want to pretend it didn't happen and that I never went to them for help. And then they want to get pissed off because I post up evidence that I did go to them for help. They don't understand how much extra work that they fucking make for me by not just telling the fucking truth to begin with. You're gonna make me fucking catch you and go through all of the fucking work of posting it up on fucking YouTube for God and everybody to see because you just didn't care. You wanted to pretend to. And then they're mad because I posted up that they just fucking pretended to. But after Natalie died, yeah, that's fucking prove it. Prove it. Prove it. You're gonna tell me these people are saying this and they're saying that? Prove it. They send me proof. I try to turn it into the cops. Cops won't fucking listen. My friends won't listen. They're too busy telling me what to think and what to feel.
Cheryl said, my, how you take a picture and do something else or something. She was saying something. It's like, I mean, but the only thing I can, she said you might have blacked out, but if I black out, why would I'm not going to take no food. If anything, I'm going to go try and get a beer now. I'm going to go try and get a beer. I've only had 2 today. You know what I mean? Yeah, because I'm quitting. Yeah, I'll go get a beer. If anything, it's like, or get gas. It's like, I went and got gas. It's like, no, that's not me. I don't understand. I really don't. We're both stumped on this. It's like, we want to see this photo or whatever. We want to see it. It's like, holy moly.
Well, let's take a look at it. It'll be a few though. I gotta close my door and warm up a little bit. I'm burning gas and my engine is dying on me. It's not functioning right.
You burn gas like crazy in this thing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm using it to stay warm, and people come up and talk to me, and I open the door and listen to them.
I got some weed, but oh well. I just roll paper.
Yeah, you can use rolling paper.
I'll mix it with my back.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll do that. I might do that tonight.
Well,
just to ease my mind.
I'm gonna close my door and try to warm up a little bit. I'm freezing.
It's good to see you.
Yes, sir. Putting on a jacket and taking it off is complicated and it hurts. Otherwise, it'd be a lot easier. Kind of like changing my clothes hurts like a motherfucker.
5 clothes. I'm
Yes,
trying
sir.
to stay warm myself, right? Hey, it's good to see you again. Hey, if you run across that picture you showed me and Cheryl,
Yeah.
they say on maybe, I guess the one guy said that was with the lady that came by and said something earlier tonight that I'm on tell him I don't know, it's like going into the sheriff's office. It's already there today. And sheriff's office. But I guess I'm there and something about
Yeah, you were saying that earlier.
all right, bro.
Good night, Lewis.
Okay, good night. We're about to take off ourselves. She's gonna follow me.
Yes, sir.
Well, we might have to, so I don't think that heavy.
Yes, sir. Good night. Yes, sir. Fuck. It's cold. That was one of the things about being up by then. They said if I was up by then, them I'd be safe. Well, no, I wasn't. Matter of fact, it ended up being difficult to get sleep at night. supposed to be up at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, wanting some attention. She doesn't want to be woken up that early in the morning, and he's drunk and wanting attention. Stumbling, falling all over, and we spend all this time trying to help get him into his vehicle so he can go to sleep, so we can go to sleep. And then the moment we leave, just like a toddler, he's off running down the street. Well, not running, pretty drunk. Not exactly easy to run when you're drunk or when you got a fucked up back, fucked up legs. I'm tired of people telling me they love me and then showing me they don't. I'm tired of people talking down to me like I'm some sort of fucking idiot. Because I'm not. I'm tired of people threatening to kill me and threatening to kill my family and then playing victim. I'm tired of explaining to people the protocol for this is that I'm supposed to go to my friends and family. I'm never supposed to go in alone. And no matter how many times I explain that to my friends and family, they make it obvious that I don't have friends or family. What the hell am I asking these people for? They're gonna argue and argue and argue and argue, and when it gets this fucking serious, in the end, all of their arguing, they end up being wrong in the end anyway. I'm tired of being victimized. I'm tired of being assaulted. I'm tired of having my life threatened. I'm tired of being gaslighted. I'm tired of being harassed. Just fucking stop. But that's the thing, is that when something like this gets started, it doesn't stop. Because people don't come forward. They don't want their name associated. They don't care if it's true or not. They don't care what their official job or duty is. That's the thing, is that all they have to do is fucking ignore us. I'm tired of my friends ending up corpses just because you guys don't give a shit. I want you to imagine this, alright? Let's imagine it was Caitlin Tatum who ended up with a bullet in her head, and Natalie Bollinger was still alive, and was still friends with me on my Facebook. If Caitlin Tatum had disappeared, do you think I'd have reached out for Natalie Bollinger for help finding her? Goddamn right I would. They sold you a fucking false narrative so you wouldn't look at evidence. You don't give a fuck about the victim. You assigned blame from the very start. And those of you who claim to be my friends, no, you're not my friends. You wanted to argue over and over and over again. You didn't want me to go the legal route, but then you want to tell me what the legal route is and tell me to go myself. That's not the legal route for an at-risk adult. The legal route for an at-risk adult is to go to family or friends first. When you're being bullied, you're supposed to ask your bully to stop. If you're being bullied because of a rumor, You're supposed to go to the source of that rumor. You're supposed to tell them how you feel. We get to see how that works out. I'm a male. That does not work out. Males aren't allowed to have feelings. They're for certainly not allowed to express feelings unless it's feelings that they're expressly told that they are allowed to have over certain things. That's why many of these males in Natalie's life who wanted to impress her wanted to pretend that I was some sort of fucking sicko who was fucking raping people and molesting people. Now here's the messed up thing about that is that one of those men is Matty Boa. Matty Boa has a vagina. I'm not sure if she can be considered a man, but she does try to present herself as a man. She ties down her chesticles, tries to dress like a boy. Well, Lewis, he's not gonna help me. He'll remember I exist if he sees me. He'll come talk to me when he's drunk. When he's sober, he's got other stuff he's got to do. And he's not sober for long because most of the stuff he's got to do is to go get drunk while Cheryl tries to take care of everything as best as she can. He and Cheryl kept on telling me they'll help me, but every time that they were gonna, he's too drunk. Just like with Joshua Eichelberger. No, I couldn't get any help from Cheryl because Lewis was drunk. I couldn't get any help from Tabitha Michelle Cook or from Graham because Joshua Eichelberger was drunk. I couldn't get help from Teresa because Teresa was drunk. I couldn't get help from Shannon Alvarado because Shannon Alvarado was drunk. I couldn't get help from Brett Roloff because he was strung out on methamphetamines. I tried going to sober people first. Now, Stephen McMillian, he said it best when he said, those people at Starbucks aren't your friends. They're nice to you because they have to be nice to you because they work there. And yeah, I'd say that's at least close to true. A lot of y'all, you want to throw away all the homeless. You want to say, hey, you know, they're the most likely to do this, 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 and this. And meanwhile, the stuff that you blame us for, the top of all of those lists is who? Your fucking dad. Your dad is the most likely to rape you. He's the most likely to molest you. He is the most likely to sexually exploit you. Your dad is the most likely to beat on you. That's not true, is it? No, it's not. Your mom, statistically, your mom is more likely to smack you around. That's because she's less likely to get away with it, or less likely to get in trouble for it. When we taught women that they get to hit a man once for free, well, we set them down a path to believing that it's okay to assault people. Why do we teach girls that it's okay to assault people? Notice I'm saying people and not boys. That's because I don't think it's okay to hit the boys, and I don't think it's okay to hit the girls either. I do think it is always okay to defend yourself. However, you need parents that give a shit. if your parents are fucking Quakers and they want you to look the other way, and you're getting beaten up every day because you're looking the other way and they're looking the other way, well, I'm not talking shit on the Quakers. I'm talking shit on the parenting skills. Fuck, my shoulder hurts. Now, of course, I haven't been staying in the parking lot over there at McDonald's at night. And I haven't been staying over at the parking lot at Fred Meyer's at night because I don't want to get in trouble there. I mean, this is the thing, is that the longer it takes to get help, the smaller an area that I am in. Also, I am literally one officer harassing me away from getting my vehicle taken away and not having the money to fucking get it out because I didn't have the money for fucking plates because all the fucking getting jacked in the last 6 years and not having one fucking friend who actually legit gave a shit. And as far as blackmailing people with the truth, no, it's going up anyway. I already stated that loud and clear. Your decision is whether you say it or I post it. That's your fucking choices. Did I try to get help? Yes or no? If I have to show it on fucking YouTube, you got no fucking place to bitch. I've taken too many years of fucking abuse to give a shit about your fucking excuses. It's complete strangers and brown people at this point. And thank goodness for those brown people. Thank goodness for people who can recognize adversity, recognize struggle. I physically hurt every single day because of physical abuse. And I hurt emotionally every single day from the way that people have treated me when I've gone to them about abuse. The situations that led to me being as messed up as I am are all situations that people were witness to and thought if they just let it go and ignored it for long enough, it'd go away. Well, my back is not. Well, it hasn't gone away. And it certainly hasn't healed. And I can't follow the doctor's instructions because I'm expected to run around and do a bunch of hoop jumping for everybody else and their fucking mom. Sean, you gotta go make a call to this place, and you gotta make a call to that place. We'll send you to this place and that place and that place and this place. Pretty soon you've made 170 calls. Jesus Christ, Sean, what have you been doing with all your time? You don't do anything, Sean. You don't do anything, Sean. Well, I already did plenty. I showed why it is that the laws exist that are supposed to protect people like me from exactly this situation. But it's a two-part system. See, just like those girls who cut on themselves. It ain't just daddy molesting them that's the issue. It's that little girl sees no end to it. Telling mom results in her getting blown off. And if she cuts herself just once, they're going to use that against her for the rest of her life. That term, mentally ill, doesn't get magically erased from the minds of your predators when you turn 18. Now, you guys talk about what's legal and what's not legal as far as expungement and what's on your record when you turn 18, and that it all gets wiped away when you turn 18. And, your predators aren't going to forget that when you turn 18. They're still going to use it to prey on you. And anybody that might potentially listen to you, they will make sure that they tell that person you're mentally ill. They will do it knowingly, willingly, and intentionally, and try to, of course, paint you out to be a paranoid and delusional schizophrenic. You know why I see brown folks doing so well here in the United States, despite the fact that we keep refusing to pay them? Abducting them from their jobs and from their homes, and shipping them back across the border at great expense to the American taxpayer. And that includes many of those brown folks who are paying those taxes for you because your lazy ass isn't going to do nothing. When I say they're paying taxes for you because your lazy ass isn't going to do nothing, I'm not saying that you don't have a job and you ain't paying taxes. What I'm saying is that you're wasting funds and oxygen because you are definitely an unrealistic individual. With me waiting on Caitlin Tatum and many other people, they don't understand how difficult it is for me to trust them to begin with. Because every time that I've been abused in my lifetime, I have always gone to someone. No matter what, I always go to someone. Being forced to go to the police alone is fucking hell. As a homeless and disabled male, it is even worse. I got a lot of people that I know, both men and women, who've been victimized by border police. Both black and white, who have been victimized by border police. As far as finding people in houses, well, there are some people in houses who are victimized by border police department. Not many, and mostly because people assume that they're homeless. Most of the assaults in Boulder, Colorado go unreported. And it's not due to lack of fucking trying necessarily. Mostly it's because people who do try are retaliated against over and over and over again. And the other homeless people will just watch. They will let it happen as long as it's not happening to them. They will tell that person that they are crazy for thinking that anybody's going to do anything to help them because the cops and the courts don't fucking care. And in reality, the cops and the courts are only getting away with it because everybody does that. They do that until the day that, well, something severe happens to them and they want to run around to all these people that they told, hey, you're on your own. You got to do it on your own. You're on your own. And now all of a sudden, magically, they want everybody's fucking help. They want to run around and say, hey, man, you remember that time I gave you a fucking sandwich? Yeah, I remember that time you gave me a sandwich. That was after that one asshole stole all my stuff. And you watched him do it. Right after you watch some asshole steal my stuff, and you watch him do it, then instead of helping me turn it in, you want to appease me with a fucking sandwich. And tell me it's not a good idea to go to the cops. Because they're not our friends. I know they're not our fucking friends. And the fact that those of us out here being victimized have to either go to victims who are cowards or are predators to ask for help. We have to ask people who prey on others for help out on the streets. We have to, because you in houses don't give two shits. When my predators were pretending, what did my friends do? They told me how to think and how to feel over and over and over and over again. If you care, you make the time, and that is a fact. I showed that I love Natalie by actually showing her, not just telling her, but actually keeping my word to the best of my ability. Sure, I wasn't there fast enough, but you know what? I was also supposed to be going there with one other person. And I also had an unexpected rescue in the middle of it to turn around and go help Miss Jamie move out of James Payton's house, Rapid City, South Dakota. That's what I did. That's what I did before I hurt my back, was rescue people. When I was in Rapid City, South Dakota, helping Jamie move, I couldn't help much because my back was fucked. But I did what I could. And so did a lot of other people. I'm glad she got out of there. I'm glad I was able to help. I don't regret helping. I regret not recording every single moment of my life. That's what I regret. I'm going to again thank all the brown folks. Even if it's not your fault, the brown folks are good to me. Even if you're a brown person who hates homeless people, hates white people, hates people with beards, hates people who are bald, and hates people who have brown eyes. I want to thank you for existing. I want to thank you for helping to show the wondrous variety that's possible. I want to thank you for being a human being, and I hope someday that those of you who don't see me as a human being will reevaluate the situation. And I hope you do it before it's too late. I hope you start caring about the homeless before you end up as one of those people in a busted down RV in Camp Hope while people are threatening to burn your camp down and the police are wanting to bulldoze it. Please make it stop. Whenever you say you can't do something, you're lying. Isn't that what we're supposed to believe? Well, there's a difference between can't and won't. Depends on the consequences. I was gonna record stuff before everything goes to hell. That way I at least have proof that I tried. And the things that I said in those recordings, I should have proof of it. And the things that she said in those recordings, I should have proof of it. So I gotta try to record it before I get blocked, or it won't let me hear it for some reason. I'm scared to leave my vehicle. I got a bunch of evidence up at storage. I gotta pay for storage. I gotta pay for all this other stuff. And then people expect me to buy all these things that, oh, well, if you have this and this, then they can't say you're not trying to take care of yourself. But that's not the truth. I bought it. I got that stuff. I still don't have a fucking place to put it, and that's the point. Your great ideas are half-cocked, and if I do everything that you fucking want, it's still not gonna do any goddamn good, because the help that I need is help turning in my predators, help turning in abuse. I need help showing I've been telling the truth. And although I've got plenty of stuff that I've posted up without someone with me to turn it in, I'll just get abused, lied to, or blown off for trying to turn it in. I needed to stop, but it won't stop unless someone actually cares. If you only care when you're called out in public for bullshitting, you don't care. I was old enough to understand when I was about 6 that just because somebody says something to you doesn't mean it's true. I need help. I can't just keep going around from parking lot to parking lot begging people to actually give a shit. They don't give a shit. If they were my friends, they would have helped me to turn in my predators and the abuse. And people are just gonna blow me off until it's all gone. Make it stop. And I suppose I should probably just keep it recording for just in case. I'm exhausted and I have to sleep. But I can't sleep because I'm afraid of getting my fucking evidence taken away, my vehicle's taken away. I worked hard for what I had and other people's just took it from me. That's the entirety of my life. I knew that I couldn't depend on the people at Starbucks. I just had to hope beyond hope that one of them was actually a good person who actually cared. Turns out it's just nice people. And not even all of those people are nice. I needed to stop. Please make it stop. Please make it stop. I needed help stopping the abuse. That's what I fucking needed. None of my family or friends cared. They just wanted to blow me off and tell me how to think and how to feel. See, this is the problem. Caitlin ain't the only one I went to for help. These people should have worked together with me to turn these things in. You know that you're not going to try to help me. Why didn't you pretend? Why did you pretend that you were going to? Why did you pretend to be my friend? Why did you procrastinate for as long as you fucking could, allowing countless people to get away with these things? Why? Because you were embarrassed? Because you didn't want to tell the truth? Because males can't be victims? It's all horse shit. In reality, these people knew that they would get away with it because people like you didn't give a fuck before Natalie died. You sure as fuck didn't give a shit afterwards. I've got nowhere to fucking go. Now, instead of stopping and saying, oh, well, housing this and that, shut the fuck up. There's a reason I don't have fucking housing. It's because you didn't give a fuck the first 100 fucking times I went to you for help. You wanted to bullshit me and pretend to fucking care. In reality, for 6 fucking years, you don't give a holy fucking goddamn about me. This shit is not fucking okay. Not one of those who claim to be my friend, not one of them has proven it. What's that friend and family shit that it says to do? Why the fuck would you make me do that alone, you fucking pieces of shit? Ain't none of you good people. Not a single goddamn one. I don't need pretty words. I don't need people telling me they love me that won't show it. Telling somebody that you love them is not showing them. When people are going through hell, if you love them, you don't look the other way.